Hello and welcome. I was so confused because I could see like chat before I was live. So yeah, let's see if I can see it now. Okay, so I can see that we do have some questions already, but I am going to. So I have two kind of announcements, if you will, and then I have I want to practice a kind of system as well. So I hope that's okay with you guys. Of course I will read all of these messages and everything like that. But if you guys could stop posting questions just for one moment, because I do just want to see to mention this and see how you guys maybe feel about it as well. So first, my two announcements, which I probably will do a post about as well, because this is a members only stream. And do we have members only chat here? It seems to only be members, so let me just see. Yeah, let me just check this a second. Ooh. Yes, okay. So I must have found a way to set it to members before when I scheduled it, basically. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so two announcements that I just want to make. One is, and do let me know if the music is too loud as well. Very temperamental this is being at the moment. So sorry. Two announcements I have. So one is that me and Leon and I are moving very soon. So, well, hopefully, towards the end of this month. So this should not affect any streams. It shouldn't affect any streams that are already scheduled, and it should not affect any streams that we are kind of in the process of planning, such as the sweetening spell and all of that. It will not affect our video call, and hopefully it will not slow down any streams. So as you may notice, I'm kind of streaming probably around 8 to 12 times in a month. I wanted to keep it at that kind of pace. Going to do my best to do that. But we'll keep you guys updated if anything does have to change because of that. But it's going to work out for the best, because it does mean that I will have more of my own space. I have a lot of space that I use for like spellcasting and things like that. You guys that book with me sessions, sound healing sessions, or spells especially, Reiki not so much, but spells and sound healing, you guys will know that I have a lot of instruments, and also I keep my spell elements set up for quite a prolonged period of time, sometimes a week to 9 days. So I do require a lot of space for what I do. So we have found a place that we really love, and we'll be moving towards the end of the month. Maybe I will check in the ball what's going on with that. But I'm feeling really positive on it. It felt right. We had a few viewings. We both really felt the energy of this place. It felt like kind of our home, if you will. So yeah. So just letting you know, probably will not affect the streams. So probably no need for me to mention it. But I would just want to keep a check on it, keep a check on everything that happens with that. Then also, oh yes, so we have a member in the community. She's not a member, like a channel member, but a member of the Secret Frequencies community. Sarah, You guys may have spoken to her in chat. You may have seen her in chat. She is a long time member, subscriber, and she is being induced into labour in a few days on Tuesday. So, yeah, so, and it's interesting as well because her due date was the 4th of February, and she asked me on the crystal ball when it will happen, and I said it will be before that, and it will be the last 2 weeks of January. So it is interesting how this has panned out. But I also said that if she was very, very worried because she was going to be alone for the pregnancy, alone for the actual pregnancy. And me and Sarah have gotten very close because we've worked together a lot. We have had some video chats that have just been friendship based and not a session. But we've never met in person. She does live probably just over an hour away drive from me. So we did always kind of feel that we would meet one day. But yeah, I was saying, if you really cannot get anyone, friend, family, to be with you in the pregnancy, I will be there. I will come and I will be there. And she cannot get anyone to be there with her. So I'm going. On Tuesday. And I'm going to be driving down there. And it will be so interesting to meet her for the first time, to hold her hand basically in this time of need. I'm so grateful, that I can do that, because a lot of you guys are very far away. So hopefully I will meet, a lot of you at some point in the future. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. Well, it'll be interesting, first meeting. It's a very beautiful thing, hoping everything goes well. So I'm asking you guys to send well wishes to Sarah, if you pray or anything like that, or you just, you I don't know, you have your own affirmations, your own practices, please do send well wishes to Sarah, because she, the baby is kind of like the wrong way around, so they have to kind of push the baby to be head facing, the right way, for the pregnancy. So it may be a long process. We not 100% on how it's going to go, although yeah, we have some ideas, we have some plans, we've kind of, we've talked you through a little bit. Perhaps we'll check a few things on the ball, and I was out when I was talking to her, but I may do some meditation, get into some, do a reading on it as well. But yes, so asking for well wishes for Sarah and for the baby, and that's just kind of an announcement. I will also make a post because this is a members only stream, but I do want people, please, if you do pray, if you do anything like that, her name is Sarah, she's a member of our community. If you just focus on that, Sarah in our community, I do believe she's the only Sarah. Sarah Anderson, if you wish to add last name. Yeah, I just really want to request that if anyone is willing to do that. And I will be, channeling some Reiki energy and just positive intentions, prayers, and everything that I do there. And probably will just keep you guys updated because, I care about everyone in the community and would like to, if someone's going through something, for us to maybe come together, do a bit of a prayer or, in your own time, but just if you will, please, I do request that. So, oh my gosh. So there are my 2 announcements. Hopefully, Leon and I moving will not affect anything, so yeah, perhaps I don't need to announce that, but yeah, I haven't checked any of those things in the ball or in any readings, or really even got into the spiritual space, opening my aura and all of that until just now for you guys. So yeah, a little bit of a busy day, but I am relaxed. I have cleansed and got myself prepared for this session. but I did just want to give those announcements and request that of you guys, if that's okay. So, oh yes, and the other thing is the process of the streams. So I'm really sorry to go on and on. But this stream, I think we will be okay because it's members only. There's only 16 to 17 members. So we should be okay. You know, I'm giving us maybe 3 hours from when I finish talking, not 3 hours from when I began, which was like 15 minutes ago now. Oh my gosh, Venus, shut up. But yes, so the process I'm kind of hoping to go with. We may test it on the stream in a little while. I will answer the questions that are already posted, but the process I'm going to test out is going to be emojis. So sounds silly, but so I will say, you know, put a purple heart emoji before your question if you're present and you're going to wait for that answer, and then all of those questions I will answer, and then I will change the emoji, and we'll keep going through like that, because it gets to around 40 minutes into stream, and a lot of people that jump out, and then I'm answering their questions when they're not there, and then people who do wait for the whole stream, a lot of patient people like you guys, end up having to wait too long, which I just think is really silly. So I'm going to do like a process like that, where every now and then we'll change the emoji. I'm going to start by requesting one question per emoji, so that, you know, we're not having like, you know, X person asking like 10 questions with the purple heart, and then, you know, that it's just going on forever and ever, basically. So just some ways to organise probably not these streams, but the public streams, because they are a bit more chaotic, because there's tons more people that kind of jump in. So, yeah, so that's all I have to say. And now I will focus on you guys. So I hope you guys are well. And yeah, I hope you guys are well. We do have tarot cards today as well. So we have same ones. So we have Shaman's Dream. We have these love cards because they are a little bit nicer on the stream. They're not holographic, so they don't reflect the light. You guys can see them a bit better. And we also have Akashic as well. I'm really trying to, those of you, which are only 2 of you, who have attended the tarot lessons will know I'm trying to steer away from Akashic Tarot a little bit. Trying to steer back to the generic tarot for a little bit. So yeah, we're holding tarot lessons to help me refresh my memory of tarot. So it's not, you know, I do have my own purposes for it. But if any of you do wish to join onto those, there's only been 2 so far, so you're very welcome to watch those 2. Maybe best if you don't have a lot of time to watch them in, like, you know, a high speed. And then join us for the upcoming ones, because we're only really getting through maybe 6-7 tarots per stream, so there'll be quite a few of the lessons. So if you do wish to join us, you're very welcome. But yes, so let's see. The first message I can see, I'm hoping it was the first one posted, is Kaylee. So Kaylee says, "Hi lovely, I hope you're okay. I was wondering where Cleo is now a week later, and if she will reincarnate into mine and Caleb's baby." Okay. Okay, so it does seem that Cleo is quite far through the healing period after passing, quite far through, but it does not seem likely at this time that there will be reincarnation into the child. So I'm sorry to say that, but spirits as well, you know, you will meet again. There will always be, well, I do apologise for those who don't believe in reincarnation, but from my perception, how I perceive things, there will always be lifetimes where you will meet again, and, you know, yeah, lifetimes where you will meet again, different realms, different lifetimes, and perhaps even as a different pet in this lifetime as well. So, and hello to Pooja and Jan saying hi. Thank you very much. It's very sweet. Kaylee, can you also see my future baby's energy and if it's nearly ready? If not, it's okay. Yeah, we can check on that. Yeah. Okay, so there is a spirit who is kind of ready but not completely ready, if that makes sense. So kind of like in the process. It's almost like there is a draw to you, a desire to come to you, a choosing of you too, both of you. But there's a bit of a process. So, you know, yeah, there's a bit of a process still going on, but it does seem like there is a spirit that has chosen you guys. Jan, what are Caden's current feelings and thoughts about me and the connection? What are his intentions? Okay. Okay, there doesn't really seem to be much change here at the moment, unfortunately. There is stagnation there a little bit, and there is stagnation, and there's kind of a um, thinking but no action. So a thinking but no planning is probably the better way to say it. A thinking but no planning. So there's still thinking about you, still thinking about the connection, nostalgia really coming through, you know, like when certain things pop up, certain songs, certain things, certain memories, there's still all of that kind of thing going on in his mind. So it doesn't look like there's much ability to suppress that. So that is coming through, but there is still a hesitation on the planning side. So intentions, you know, planning. What am I going to do? There's still a hesitation there. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's. It's a slow momentum, is what I would say. So, oh. And I tried my best to get back to everyone on Facebook um, before this stream. But yeah, I am sorry if you're someone who I have not gotten back to yet. I think I did though. I think I did. Hello, Miss Venus. She says hello, Venus and Leon and everyone here. Very lovely. Hello, Jasmine as well. Opusha. Sorry. What are current energies of N for me and our connection? Okay. Okay, it's interesting. There's a deep connection spiritually. There's a deep connection spiritually, almost like a draw that it may. It's a kind of draw. I don't quite know if I would say twin flame here, but it's a kind of draw that would, in some relationships, when you feel and see this energy, it's those kind of people who they break up, they get back together, they break up, they get back together. You know, there's a draw. but it does look like there's a bit of so spiritually, deep connection spiritually, but there does seem to be a distance emotionally, and especially around the throat chakra. So that could be a distance emotionally, could be not feeling in the same place emotionally, not feeling compatible emotionally, or not with the throat energy coming through, not expressing emotions properly or fully, you know? So that's kind of the energy at the moment. Um, Yes, which is what you asked. The current energies, yes. I was have to check back to the question. Yeah, so that they are the current energies. Um, Jasmine, I recently heard two songs clairaudiently. One was "Wishing on a Star." Did Phil send me that song, telling me he was thinking it's time for us to be together? Um, Interesting. So very nice. Like this is one thing that I do say to clairaudient people and people who, if I tell you you have clairaudient potential, it doesn't always mean that you're going to get direct voice messages. You know, hear voices from spirit straight away. Sometimes you are directed to songs. Sometimes it's words spoken by people in your life, friends, family, random people, you know, people in the shop, people wherever, and they say something, and you know it's profound and it's divinely guided and it's meant for you. So there is a lot of that that happens clairaudiently. So sorry to go on there, but yeah, that if you do notice that that happens to you, that can be the beginning of clairaudience coming through. So let me see the question. Um, did Phil send me that song telling me he thinks it's time for us to be together? Okay. Okay. So there's definitely a connection with Phil here. There's definitely a connection with Phil. Um, sending a message, yeah, in a spiritual way. Um, Sorry, when I get a notification, I totally get distracted. In a spiritual way, um, it's not. There isn't so much a feeling of being ready here, but definitely a contemplation and a kind of thinking about you, a contemplation about you, thinking about you more as well, an increase as well, which is probably why these messages are coming through, because there is this increase in the thinking about you and the thinking of kind of connecting back physically, you know, meeting. It's so sorry. Right, I'm gonna try to stay focused. Okay. Miss Venus, how are you, Venus? I'm very well. I'm very well. Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you very much. Feeling very good. Feeling on top of the world. Yeah, feeling really good. Um, and she says, I love how the crystals are coming out. It's fun to see you guys doing the whole process. Yes. And we were actually talking about this before. I'm wondering because I did not expect the crystals to look so polished and so nice after just the first step. So we were kind of thinking, how are they going to be after the last step? Because I've seen crystals, or I have crystals like um, that I bought from a shop, you know. So I'm really confused about why there's four steps, because they look ready, they look so nice. So what we might do is, and also this is good because we may need more crystals. I need to feel intuitively drawn to the crystal and know that it's for you. So if I'm not, I may need to go and get some more crystals. Um, so we may put the if you saw the little blocks, like little foam blocks, they really smooth them and polish them down, like make them very shiny. So we're going to stop the current process a bit early, put those in to smooth them, and then go out and get more raw crystals, or if I'm drawn to any that I currently have here, put those in and do another batch. I think that's what we're going to do. And then what I will do, if I'm really drawn to one for a specific person, I will tell you that I am, and kind of, or I may keep it a secret and until you get it, until you receive it. But if I'm not drawn to one for you, or for those of you who I'm not drawn to one for, I may put like a picture up of all of them, and then ask if anyone feels intuitively guided to one. Do not just choose which crystal is your favourite. If you have a favourite colour or a favourite crystal, don't just choose that one. Go with your intuition when I do this, okay? But for some of you, I will have my own intuitive feelings. But thank you, yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot that you really appreciate that, because I thought that was a really nice gift to receive, and yeah, I thought that was a really nice gift to receive, and I've really enjoyed doing the process. It's made me appreciate tumbled stones a little bit more, even though I do really love raw stones. So, yeah, thank you. Pooja, did Anne see my recent Instagram post? If yes, how does he feel about it? Okay. Yes. And there's quite a positive feeling there. And when I say positive, I mean, positive towards you, so feeling that draw. So that draw that I'm talking about, feeling that kind of come up, that come out, if you will. Yes. So that's a yes. Jan, okay, when is reconciliation? Has it moved to February as we are nearing the end of the month and there is still no communication from him? Yeah, this is an issue. This is definitely an issue. I know we've spoken in some depth a little bit more off stream, but for me, the kind of, what do you call it? Like, not repelling, what's the word I'm looking for? Resistance. So the resistance to work, the resistance to making a decision and kind of getting, a resistance to the momentum picking up. The resistance that he has is worrying. It's concerning. It's not uncommon with twin flames, though, I will say. When I work with people who are trying to build a connection, trying to manifest a connection, build a connection with someone they already know, it goes very smooth with soulmates or people who just have a nice connection. It is often rocky with twin flames. Twin flames are very hit and miss with these kind of things. It's not unusual for this to happen with twin flames, so we'll just say that to begin with. Just in case there's anyone here, if you're trying to manifest your twin flame and you're recognizing, your own issues in whatever your manifestations, prayers, whatever you're doing, it may be a twin flame connection, and that may be why. But yes, let's check the question. The reconciliation time frame. Okay. Yes. So reconciliation is very murky. Reconciliation is very murky, which doesn't quite surprise me with the current energies, but there is still prominence of communication in this month. So what I would say with it is kind of don't jump the gun too much in terms of is that the right phrase? in terms of manifestation. So focus on the issue at hand at the moment, which is the communication. So what we want is just a flow of communication. We don't want to push too much for an end goal that he's hesitating on or not ready for. We want to begin this process again because he's rarely taken a step away. So focus more on, if you're doing your own manifestations, throat chakra, communication, just on the communication. Don't worry too much about the reconciliation at the moment. We need the communication to build its momentum again, and there's still a prominence for that in this month. So at least there is that. I'm kind of with Caden, to be honest, I'm kind of like this. Yeah, it's a lot of hesitation. It's a lot of hesitation, and it's not to concern you or worry you, because it does happen with twin flames. But it's, as like a caster who works with many people, it can be a little bit disheartening, when there's a lot of people really having quick manifestations, positive manifestations, and then there are some people who are really struggling a little bit, so yeah, I empathise with that. So Miss Venus, timeline check for my soulmate, please, and can you describe how you see my soulmate physically and how I know it's him? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So at the moment I'm seeing March. So March is really prominent at the moment. That's what's really coming through. Let me just see. So it's really murky on appearance. So that is what you asked. Or yeah. Yes, appearance. I was thinking, is it murky because you didn't really ask that, or is it actually murky? Okay. Appearance strange. Okay, what I'm seeing here as well, the that player energy that I was seeing has gone. So there's a lot more of a kind of openness of opportunities to meet this person. So it seems kind of like this the player energy that I seen has gone, which seems like it's kind of when you were with Omar and there was I said that this was going to be a temporary relationship. There's probably going to be an issue around September time, and it may not last past that. And it did last past that, and all of those things. And the timeline for you shifted a little bit, and you were really focused on that connection, which is fine and positive and everything like that. But then I saw a kind of longer time frame when we check back on soulmate. But now that this player energy has shifted, it seems very much like this soulmate timeline is coming back in. So I'm seeing March now. I'm seeing March. But there's also this kind of message, if you will, that this person is going to be... So there isn't going to be too many false alarms, if that makes sense. So there isn't going to be too many people approaching and things like that before this person. So it does seem like this person's quite prominent, coming through quite prominent, and they could be like the next person you go on a date with, it doesn't look like it doesn't look prominent that there will be a person before this person, basically. So it looks like the soulmate is the next person. So Jasmine says, the second song I heard is called Always and Forever. Back in December, I told him I love him. Is this him telling me he loves me too? Okay. Okay, so this seems to be a kind of reference to this. You have a bond that I think we've kind of discussed that it's a contract. In a kind of spiritual soul term. So it seems to be referencing that. It's so warm in here. Leon, did you turn the heating off? I really hope so. It's so warm. Um, Miss Venus, has my soulmate done therapy to heal any emotional wounds? And is he ready for a real committed relationship now? Okay, so therapy comes as no, but healed and ready for a relationship comes as yes. Jan, why didn't Caden contact me within the time frame? He's been missing for the past 3 to 4 days from any games on social media. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so he seems to be going through something now, through something at the moment in in a mental health kind of sense, like going through a bit of an like low emotional kind of stage. Yeah, he seems to be. Um, there seems to be kind of as well a kind of uh, cutting people off, like a cutting people off, really isolation, if that makes sense. Saying hello, Demini, hello. I think I. Hold on. I think I missed a question. I'm lost. I'm lost. Yeah. Um, Miss Venus, can you describe how you see my soulmate physically? I rarely blabbed on that question. I think that was Maggie. I'm going to double check on the soulmate physically. It just clicked then. You Venus, you blab on a little bit and you have missed a question there. So let's just see that. Tall. So seeing tall first instead of hair color. Uh, Hair color, it's like a light brown. I would say light brown. There is facial hair. It's there is facial hair, so it's not like a clean shaven kind of look, but it looks neat, like neat. Yeah, neat. Kind of. I don't know if I would say like styled. Hair doesn't look too short, like super close to the head. And tall, yes, I said that. I think. Toned, so kind of a toned physique, if that's the right word. Yeah, okay, that's all I'm seeing at the moment. Try to get like eye color, dress sense, things like that, because I think that they can really um hone in, because I think it's interesting, like so many times looking at the appearance, of people's soulmates, future partners, things like that. So brown hair comes through so much, but I suppose it's one of the most common hair colours. Um, so it's but again, so that can't really narrow things down for you sometimes because so many people have brown hair. So yeah, try to get like an eye color here. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing at this moment. Yeah. Sorry about skipping past. If something comes through murky and I can't see it, I will revisit it. If I don't remember, if it doesn't click in my head to revisit it, please do re-ask. Um, I'm scared to go to the bottom of the chat, but there's been between 12 and 15 people in, according to what YouTube's telling me, for this kind of whole stream. So I'm going to put like a checking in thing here, um, because even though it's members, there's not too many of us. I think that we do get a lot of questions going on. Um, and I want to also try. Oh, Aries is here. Lalima, hello. Marie, hello. Um, is there someone else? I think. Sid and Gretel. If I didn't say hello before to Sid, hello Gretel. And Jamini, I think I did say hello, but hello as well again. Um, oh yeah, so we have a lot of hellos and hi's and how are you? So that must be where a lot of people came in. Because I know some people wait and ask questions first. It's interesting though. I think YouTube's improved a little bit because I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you did ask a question early on before Kaylee and it didn't get answered, but I saw questions because I can see them now coming up on the screen. But I'm too far away to read. Well, I can't read that, but I'm like leaning in to read it. And it goes up too fast. So what was my point? YouTube seems to be better where it gets to doesn't delete the messages before I come in, but also think that people joining a bit later on, I hope they get a chance to have questions answered. It's not too bad. We haven't been on for too long yet. So, seeing a lot of hi and hellos. And Miss Venus says, oh yes, system. Yeah, we need something, you know, we really do need something. And I think it's nice to make sure everyone gets a chance, because I don't want people to feel like they have to be in straight away and like get there like first and things like that. You know, take your time and do what you need to do. Oh, question. Pooja, will I get married? And if yes, when is it possible? Okay. So looking for when, if so, and when. So yes, I'm guessing yes. Sorry, I'm guessing yes, but I'm just looking for when here. 2028 is coming through here. 2028. Excuse me. And Miss Venus says, oh my gosh, that's exciting, Jasmine. Hearing songs is so cool. I love when I'm feeling tuned in like that. Yes! Being tuned in. Let's get tuned in. And I'm well as well. Thank you very much for asking if I'm well. Hello, everyone. Okay, Jamini, so we have hello, and we have what's coming next for me and Leo? No contact. Okay. Okay. So the prominence and possibility of like contact here does look low. So there is a, you know, a small prominence. So I would say like maybe around 20% of like building up like a positive good communication channel and you know, connection and things like that. So yeah, I'm always sorry to give answers that you may not want to hear, but I do have to say what I see here. Lolima, Akashic card. Yes, let's go for Akashic. There we are. Okay, so we have winged messengers. So winged messengers, it's very interesting because the winged messengers is suggesting and telling you that your spirit guides, you can see here, if you can see here, the spirit guide there with a message on the dove. So the angel with the dove and the message. So we have winged messengers is suggesting that your guides are really trying to give you messages and trying to guide you as well. So I know we've spoken about this, but going with your intuition, because they're really trying to connect with you, communicate with you, and they want to guide you with your own intuition. But they do have messages for you, so be kind of alert and aware, you know, of when messages come through. Looking for those signs, synchronicities, things that you hear that seem profound and meant for you. Dream messages, anything, you know, meditation experiences, anything like that. But there is also a message here as well that there so there may be someone who gossips a little bit. There's someone who is kind of enjoying engaging in gossip. They're not necessarily negatively, they don't have negative intentions towards you, but they're a very gossipy type of person, perhaps like due to boredom a lot of the time. But just beware, that there may be some gossip, someone gossiping, and when people gossip, they can exaggerate, they can lie, even, especially those, really just bored people who don't have anything better to do. Beware of people gossiping, and it doesn't mean that they're like a horrible person or anything like that. It's not like, like a psychic attack or anything really intense, but is a message to just be aware of, messages that people may be spreading around, people or associate with on some level. So, sometimes when we get this card, we can think about and kind of evaluate our friends' circle or the people that we tell certain things to. So it's not to cut anybody out, but it's kind of like, it's not like that. It's not like saying that someone's so negative, egotistical, you have to cut them off. It's not like that, but it's more just about knowing who to and who not to tell certain things to. So we can have those friends who are kind of gossipy and kind of a bit, have some undesirable traits, not everyone you're going to hang around with or be friends with is going to be completely healed and perfect and working on themselves constantly, but it's just to be mindful of who you tell certain things to. So that close friend group who you rarely trust, and then the people that you keep at a little bit more of a distance, not telling too many secrets or anything like that, or plans. So Lalima says, yes, few dates which you would suggest to go for Dubai exam in March, and for positive outcomes. So do you mean, like, like the 1st of March, the 2nd of March, the 3rd of March, like a number date in March to take the exam? Is that the question? I'll just check. That chat is like the really updated one. I'll just wait for a moment. I know Lalima's here. She just commented. Okay, bear with me. Lalima, if you can let me know if that is the question. I'm just going to thank the members, which is all of you guys and anyone who is not here. But my plant music has stopped. Okay, it started again before I had to get up. Thank you very much. Clearly the plant heard me. It's playing with me. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so that chat, it's stopped or it's not updating. So I'll just carry on. So sorry that I didn't really fully understand the question. I think I did, but I don't want to be wrong there. Kaylee, ooh, exciting, good luck with moving. Yes. We're very excited because with the space that I take up with my work, and of course Leon having an office as well because he makes games, and of course the normal rooms that you have in a home, we have no space here, spare space. We can't really have guests over, It's just a little bit too small for our needs. It's very lovely, but it's just too small for our needs. It's a lovely kind of neighbourhood, you know, our neighbours are very nice and everything like that. But yes, it's just a bit too small for our needs, so we had to move to a bigger home. Now just manifesting my new car. But thank you. And Leon saying can't wait to move as well. Good luck from Sid, thank you. Thank you, Domini, as well, for good luck. Lalima, love the flower headband, loads of luck to you. Thank you, and thank you. Yes, I just couldn't resist with the beautiful background. This is also kind of, it does have flowers on it. You probably can't see because they're very strange, big. But yeah, I'm flowery today, very flowery. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you to everyone saying like congrats and good luck and all of that. Thank you very much. Miss Venus, oh nice, happy baby thoughts. I've never been there for a birth, so it's so strange to meet someone for the first time at their birth, you know? I'm thinking of going a bit early. I'm going to her home. We'll probably meet there. So she will introduce me to her partner and her partner's friend, I think, who's kind of helping him look after the child they already have. But I may, if I need to, be staying in her home on the Tuesday evening, because I can only stay at the hospital till 10 p.m. on Tuesday. So I'll have to, if she's not in labour yet, I'll have to go back to her home, and then if she comes into labour in the early hours of Wednesday, I will get a call and I will go back there. So exciting and interesting for me. It's such a beautiful thing, you know, and bringing a child into the world, the physical, you know, physical passage into life, you know. I've never been present for that. Well, I have when I was the baby, but you know, not quite that way around at the moment. And I have not had my own child yet as well, which I would love to. Maybe this will put me off though. Who knows? And thank you, Jasmine, as well, for complimenting the flowers. Yeah, I love flowers even though I can't keep them all live long. Yeah, I have difficulty with house plants that are kind of flowering. But snake plant, spider plant, and aloe. No, alright. Oh my gosh, I can't keep aloe alive, even though it's a cactus. It should be so easy, but for some reason I can't manage to do it. But cactuses, other cactuses, snake plants, and spider plants are very easy maintenance houseplants if you want to, you know, to bring some grounding, nice plant energy into your home. But yes, I'm a little bit like that. But with my angel trumpet, I keep my angel trumpet alive because we have such a close bond spiritually. And growing fruits and vegetables, I was really great at. Well, vegetables, I didn't think I grew fruit. But growing vegetables, I was amazing at. But keeping flowering houseplants alive was, yeah, a bit of a task for me as well. Thank you, Miss Venus. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really sorry about... I mean, maybe I should have waited to make that announcement on a public stream, but I just want people to be aware as well, because, of course, when I'm at the hospital, there may be times where I can, like, reply to messages and things like that, but I won't be able to do... So when I go to her home in the evening, if I need to, I will be able to do tarot, because I will have my tarot with me, you know, readings, anything like that. Any Reiki, if anyone needs Reiki, I'll be able to do that. but I won't be able to do sound healing, of course, because I can't bring all my instruments. So yeah, it's just kind of like for those people who I'm working very closely with as well, may need to know in case they need me for anything. May need to know that I won't be like as available as I sometimes am. I know sometimes I'm not super available because I'm busy with sessions, but I work every day pretty much, so it's going to be a bit of a strange one. So just thought I should say it. Thank you, Kaylee. She says sending love and well wishes to Sarah. And yeah, that's what I really do want as well, of course. Blessings for Sarah. Love, light, blessings, prayers, whatever you do for Sarah and the baby as well. So we're doing my best with my Reiki and everything. Doing my best for her. Jasmine says possibly a breech baby. I definitely will send prayers to see if we can get the baby turned around. Yes, that's the correct term, breech baby. Yes, that is the correct term. I didn't mention that. Thank you so much for everyone who's saying blessings to Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it means so much to me. And for moving as well, thank you guys. Yeah, Leon noticed the positive vibes there. Sid says it's really kind that you are helping Sarah. You know, I actually, you know, those of you, especially those of you here, but subscribers, clients, anyone who I, you know, work with a lot, whether it's just on stream or whether it's actual sessions or whether it's just that we communicate a lot, you know, through Facebook or email. I do build a friendship, and although I may refer to people as clients sometimes because we're doing sessions and things, or subscribers sometimes because they're part of this community, I do, you know, those of you who I get close to, I do consider friends, and you know, and that's an ongoing thing. You know, if you're here right now but we're not super close, I'm sure we will become super close. And if I'm able to physically go and help someone, I definitely will do that. You know, yeah, absolutely. You know, if someone really needs my help and I'm able to go and do it, I will. And even if I have to cancel a few things, trying to have a dentist appointment for my braces on the Wednesday, so it's a bit annoying because if the baby's born, you know, if it's a long process, I don't want to I don't want to miss that. But what my plan was to try to move it forward so that I would be totally free and be able to relax a little bit, because yeah, I just want to kind of be able to relax a little bit and have that time. So it's annoying that I have that. But anything that I can cancel, like I'm trying to move that forward just so that I have more free time. But the only time I can get in touch with the dentist is Monday. So if they can move me forward, maybe there'll be a cancellation. I'll do my own prayer and affirmation for moving the appointment forward. Hopefully that will work. Thank you guys for saying it's a good idea as well, the process, the emoji process. I think it is a good idea because people do jump out and then, you know, it's a bit annoying for people who have to wait. I blab on enough myself, so you know, I have empathy for you guys and appreciate your patience so much. Gretel, a card. Okay, let me think. What card? I will do Akashic because I love Akashic. There we are. Okay, so we have The Budget Prepares. I do love this one. So it's really nice. You know, the Buddha, if we look at the picture, so you see the Buddha there, and you see the people behind him. They are waiting for him to turn and kind of give guidance or his lesson, you know, whatever he is there to do with them. They're all waiting for him to do that. So sometimes when you get this card, you feel a pressure, like sometimes it can be a pressure that someone's trying to they want you to do something, and it's like a pressure of maybe time or just any kind of pressure, like a stress, you know, they're putting a stress on you. They want you to do something, or they kind of giving you a deadline. And the Buddha is about patience, so it's about you not worrying about the pressures of other people and having patience. You know, being in your, making sure you can stay in that calm, relaxed, and positive state, and not feeling pressured to do anything you don't want to do, not feeling pressured to rush things, if that's the pressure, like rushing, but not doing things you don't want to do as well. So it's he doesn't give in to the pressures. There's many people behind him, and they're all waiting for him, but he is just going to stay in his calm, meditative state and not let people pressure him. So, you know, sometimes you get this card and you think, well, actually, I don't feel like I have any pressure or stresses at the moment. They might come, you know, it could be that they are coming in this current chapter that you're in. Something like that's going to happen, and you're just being guided to don't rush, don't feel like you have to rush, you know, take your time and put your mental health and your spiritual health first, and your physical health as well. You know, if it's like something that you physically can't do as well, and just not feeling pressure from other people, and putting your physical, mental and spiritual health first. So just remember that, because I know a lot of you are very giving people, you know, a lot of you, everyone here, very, very giving people. And sometimes we give a bit too much, or we give in to pressures a bit too much and stresses and things like that. So it's just kind of a reminder almost to not do that. Miss Venus, also being mindful of asking our most important questions too. So I think that, if you have, I suppose things that are most important to you, maybe first or something like that, I don't know. Jasmine, I have some catching up to do on the streams. I'm behind, being a little lazy. You know, we all need time to be lazy. We all do. We all need time to just chill, take some time to ourselves, and just not do anything, you know. And I don't mean meditation. I don't mean like anything like that. I just mean literally take that time for yourself in a very like literally chilled out kind of way. Like whether it's like binging a TV show if that's your thing, or you know, I don't know, just listening to music and not doing much. Whatever that very kind of 3D physical kind of relaxation thing is for you. Not always feeling like your downtime has to be spiritual based as well. Is fine, it's perfect. But yes, if you want to catch up, I'm very happy for you to do that. Sid, a card of your choice. Okay. Card of my choice. Let's go with Shaman Stream. I was like unsure of myself. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Okay. So, Dust Devil, it's interesting because there are two kind of components to this. So, moving out of stagnation. So it can be that you are stuck in the past a little bit, or stuck in the past or stuck in the present moment, Not enough forward momentum from you yourself personally, and it's just kind of encouraging you to pick up momentum a little bit, not to pressure you, not to push you too far, but just to pick up the pace a little bit on your steps, oftentimes you may do things like put some actionable steps in place that you can achieve, that you can do, to achieve a goal you have. So just pick up that momentum a little bit. But also when we get Dust Devil, there may be someone from your past, or something from your past that you're not letting go of. So it can be a person, can be a bad habit, something like that. And it's something that perhaps creeps up on you. So sometimes when it's a bad habit, it can be we really get out of that habit where we're doing really well, and then all of a sudden we fall back into it. That's the Dust Devil, the how do I say, the negative thing from the past that you don't want, to keep following you, basically. If you think about dust, dust forms when things are somewhere for a very long time, and there's no attention drawn to them. So a lot of the time, it's something that you have put out of your mind for a long time, and you're trying your best to, but it comes back. You maybe have a little fall back into a bad habit. Don't worry about that. Just try to release it and try to pick up that momentum again. And I think that's an important message for everyone, because I think sometimes when we fall back into an old habit, we give up, which really, we shouldn't do that. We should just say, okay, I'm human, I'm having a human experience, so it's fine that I did that. I'm not going to let it make me spiral. I'm just going to pick up where I left off before I fell back into that habit, Jan says, when will Kaizen contact me? When do you see an increase in communication? Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a free week window at the moment. So there is still, I think I said before, there's still possibility in this month. If I didn't say that before, sorry. Having deja vu there, but yeah, there is still possibility of communication this month, but I'm getting a free week kind of period there. We're eating after this, and I always say that, but if you can hear my stomach rumbling, we're eating after this. I'm hungry. Starting to get hungry. Sid says, I'm behind on streams too and have catching up to do. I love that you guys even, think like that. I love that you want to catch up on my streams. I feel so privileged. I feel so blessed. I really do feel blessed. Pooja. Excuse me. Hold on one second. If you just bear with me one moment. So I'm going to thank you guys again. I need to get some more water here. Oh, be a moment. Thank you. Hold on, I've lost the chat. Card of your choice. I did that. Oh. Pooja. Should I right now focus on my CFA studies so that it can help me in getting paid jobs? Yes. Yes. Miss Venus, what are my friend Lino's feelings for me? Is he thinking of pursuing me romantically, or does he understand this is just a friendship? Okay. So he feels like you feel that it's just a friendship. So there is like an understanding there, but there is feelings as well. So there is feelings for you there. Pooja, how is N feeling about his relationship with A? Not for now. Yeah. Okay. So this kind of energy, I would say, like pretty good. You know. Yeah. Aries. Please tell me what my guy has been thinking about when it comes to our connection lately. Okay, so it's interesting because there's thinking to the past. There's thinking to like how this connection was in the past. So there's kind of like a it's almost it's almost a desire to go back. Wait, I think I messaged this to you. It's almost like a desire to go back, but there's also a kind of I don't know if to say like an understanding that it's moving forward, it's progression, you know? Um, yeah, it's there's definitely positive feelings there. There's kind of a there's still I mean with him, there's still this kind of energy, feeling, kind of fear, maybe you might say, um, of a commitment. But there is with there's kind of like a not being able to deny the feelings for you in his mind, if that makes sense. So it feels like sometimes he's able to kind of deny the strength of the feelings. Not that he has feelings for you, but the strength of them, you know? I'm attracted to this person. I'm in love with this person, you know? When he's denying it to himself, it's like, I'm attracted to this person. When he can't, it's like, I'm in love with this person. So it feels kind of like there's an increase in that understanding of that, what that actually is, the strength of that. The music's soft. Oh well. I want to hear. I'm going to be quiet for a moment because I want to hear if the sound of the rock tumbler comes through. I don't know if you guys have told me if it does. We might hear me. The sound of the rock tumbler comes through. I don't know if you guys have told me if it does. That's why my chat's behind because my video's behind. No, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. On the phone. I can hear it with my, from the other room. But I can't hear it through my phone. Um, because I think that I would prefer the music to mask it if you can hear it. But if you can't, then I think that's not too bad of not having music, basically. But yeah, I can't hear it from my phone, but I can hear it with my ears. I do use my ears to listen from my phone. You know what I mean? Um, Jan, will Kaizen, sorry, will Kaizen move away or drift from M soon? She seems like she's expecting girlfriend treatment from him, wanting to hang out daily, openly flirting with him, calling herself his soulmate, / no boundaries. So will Caden move away or drift from M soon? Yeah. So there seems to be like a drastic kind of decrease, if you will, um, in over a 2 week period. So I was gonna say in 2 weeks, but more like over a 2 week period, kind of dipping, if that makes sense. A gradual downward trajectory rather than just a cut and end. Leon says you have to put the volume up so loud to hear it at all. Um, oh, so you can hear it. Okay. Okay, bear with me one moment. I'll just try the music again. I think that's going to work in a moment. Thank you. Sorry. So, Miss Venus. What other job opportunities do you see coming for me in my career and when? I need some hope. When do you see me switching jobs? Okay. Okay. So there's a very prominent time in April where you do switch, but it's a very similar um, role, a very similar kind of position. But it's yeah, April, and it's pretty prominent. Just bear with me for a moment. Aries, what does the next few months have in store when it comes to my connection with my guy? How do you see things progressing in the upcoming months? Okay, I'm just thinking how to do it in kind of the process of how we do here, like not full reading, and because it is very broad, spanning a few months and things like that. Um, okay. I kind of know like the few key kind of things that you're looking for. So I'm just going to check the ball for those to kind of keep it in theme with this crystal ball stream, which is not like full readings. Okay, so it seems like the next 3 months are a very kind of upward trajectory. So um, not too much of a back and forth, if that makes sense. So not too much of a back and forth, more of a it may be slow but steady momentum. A steady momentum with getting things to where they need to be in a sense. Um, so it seems like a 3 month period of really like kind of like an upward kind of energy going upwards. But remaining there. So the remaining there is quite an important part. Because I always look for, when I'm looking at these kind of things, these connections, these energies, is that does this connection have a kind of upward trajectory, or is it having ups and downs, ups and downs, phases, things like that? It does look like there's a bit of a smooth upward trajectory, which is very nice. There is, so, and it's still looking like around similar kind of that time frame of being introduced to people, the parents being like kind of second, the daughter being first, parents being second. Yeah, so I'm seeing that still. So that's still kind of like, that's a similar kind of thing that I do see. Yeah, I think the most positive thing that I'm seeing here, even if it may seem a little bit slow, it doesn't look like a to and fro or backwards and forwards, which is really good. especially with that, with the fear of commitment still kind of being present, a little bit. That's nice to see. So yeah, do feel free to ask more specific questions as well if you wish to. Lolima, anything I could do to improve focus and speed in preparation for the exam? Focus and speed. Yeah, I will ask this. Okay. Increasing intake of omega-3. Um, rosemary. So burning rosemary oil, putting it on your clothes, anything like that. Rosemary. I don't actually know if you can get rosemary candles, but what I do sometimes with essential oils, if I have a candle, sometimes you get those candles and they don't smell too strong. When there's like melted wax at the top, just kind of drop the oil there, and then it kind of smells like that. I always do that with amber because I feel like amber, when you get an amber scented thing, it's very weak. I find if you know somewhere to get amber incense or amber candles that really smell really strong, let me know. But yeah, that's what I do with amber as well. So anything to do with rosemary oil though around your space, that's scent getting in, into your energy field and all of that. Being around you basically, but then increase in omega-3 is coming up as well. Yeah, there seems to be something with the sleep cycles as well. So um yeah, sleep cycles. So if you're not going to sleep early enough, perhaps it could be that. But it could also be, so like with sleep cycles as well, it can be the how rested we are, if that makes sense. So if you're doing like meditations, if you're doing anything so without blue light, without like really bright artificial lights, like not phones and screens, um phones and screens really kind of mess with the third eye a little bit. So if you're going to do any meditations, like do that right before sleep as well, because it seems to be like a not the best kind of sleep cycle. Sometimes that is because we're sleeping too late, um, or not for long enough, or for too long. But yes, if you're doing anything that's not doesn't have any light, any blue light, doing those kind of things before sleep, and preferably not studying, not something that's going to really stress you. It could be reading if it's relaxing, but meditation, something like that as well before sleep. I don't know if I can't remember if I put Jasmine says I heard the rock tumble, but I didn't notice until you brought it up. Yeah, it's not too bad because it's in the other room. We're kind of used to it now. We'll feel strange when it stops. Um, uh, I can't remember if I put checking in, so I'm just going to. I think I did. I'll see it now. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I really think the emoji system might be quite good because I do see people like Marie, I have not even got to yet, you know? So when it comes to that, like, sometimes a lot of people are getting a lot of questions because they come in early, and then other people are kind of being left behind because they don't come in early and early or on, you know, when it starts. Kaylee, it makes sense as she died a saint's death. She went peacefully. I just hope we meet again. Yes, you definitely will. Unfortunately, might want to come back as our baby because she loved us that much, but she's never truly gone. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely, and I do definitely feel that you will connect again. Miss Venus says, all my guides encouraging me to stay at my full time job until my foreseen most abundant career change opportunity comes in May slash June. Okay, let me see. All my guides encouraging me to stay at my full time job until my foreseen most abundant career opportunity change opportunity comes in May slash June. So that looks like your highest path. So yes, because they always want your highest path. They always want your highest good. You know, they want everything to be in its highest vibration. And in this 3D world, that also does mean your abundant opportunities. So yes. Um, Pooja, will it be a good idea to skip the internship that a man in my sister's society has offered to me? That's kind of like a 50-50. It's like it's not a great idea, but it's not a bad idea. So probably doesn't help, but that's what's coming through. Lalima is just reading the two question banks that I have enough for Sunday Dubai exam, or should I do the entire course with it too? I don't really understand the first half of the question, but I could ask, should you do the entire course with it too? And then I'm sure that will help. Okay, so should I do the entire course with it too? Yes. We have a spirit with us. Kaylee, that's cute. I'm trying to be patient for future baby, so I'm happy they've chosen me and Caleb. That's beautiful. Yeah, yes. Aries, when do you see my guy saying he loves me? And also, do you see him talking about our connection more publicly and more openly to his friends and family? and I'm getting around 4 months on that at this moment, with these current energies. So I'm going to close that door just in case the rock tumbler is pretty loud. Miss Venus says, I know who this spirit is. I think this person must be in the chat. I've not seen them yet. But this is someone's guide with me here. So I don't know if he's here. Well, I think he must be here. So Miss Venus is leaving my current job and doing path mental health full time until this other opportunity presents itself in my highest good financially and emotionally. Yes. Jan, after Caden is out of hermit mode, do you see his conscious feelings for me declining, or do you see me still being the first person he thinks about romantically instead of M? Yeah, the feelings for you at this moment are still kind of overshadowing this like a full idea of really moving forward with someone. So even if there are some kind of underlying feelings or anything like that, it's this kind of that feeling, that connection to him is not closed yet. You know what I mean? So even though he is single, he doesn't tend to fully engage with others as if he is, because that connection isn't fully closed yet. So the right now, and it does seem, going forward for some time, those feelings for you are more prominent. They're more prominent, yes. Aries. What are the months when I will have higher chance of getting pregnant with my guy? Okay. There are two really strong possibilities standing out to me here. April and September. I'm just going to say thank you to the members. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to keep doing it. Yeah, Miss Venus says there, we have a spirit present there, like a guy. Yes, this is someone's guide who is a member currently on the screen right now. If I was not in the middle of a stream, I would probably be going into a bit of a trance and trying to get a message here as well, or something. Sometimes they guide me to pull a card or, you know, something like that. I'll close the door again. Okay. It's funny because that never happens, unless, of course, we have the other windows and doors open, because then there's drafts and things like that, and but it's freezing here. We don't have anything open right now. Oh. Aries says, do you see if my guy getting me a Valentine's Day gift? We are planning anything special for us, if so what? Yeah, it seems more like doing something together. Planning to do something, so like going for a meal or something like that, as opposed to a physical gift. It does seem like a plan, a something you could go and do. Lalima, I wore a fire agate and felt intense restlessness. Could it be due to that? Um, I would definitely say if you wear a certain crystal or a certain anything that makes you feel that way, definitely like minimize that, you know, because whereas you know people love crystals and oils and herbs and all of these things, and will say like this one's for this and this one's for this and this one's for this, but if one of them doesn't respond well with you, then it just doesn't respond well with you, you know? Just because other people might really love it and say that it works amazing for like so and so and so. If it doesn't respond well with you, just yes, I would not wear it. Miss Fiona says currently there are job postings for a place called Pear Team that I like, but it's not in my location. If I apply, what is the prominence that I'll get hired since the job is mostly done remotely? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing 40% here. 40%? Um, Pooja? Are there any other are there any options other than astrology that I can pursue for my future career? Any other options other than astrology? Yeah, so what I would do, put a few of your put a few of your kind of desires, and I will like choose from them, because sometimes if a question's too open, it just takes such a long time, and it can kind of come into like a full reading and things like that. Um, so Yeah, so if you have a few like options that you're interested in, just put them there, and I will give like a kind of yes, no, high prominence, low prominence, or high abundance, low abundance to them, you know. Oh, I haven't even got to my checking in, and we have an hour. We have an hour left. Um, excuse me. Lilima is I'm so sorry if I pronounced names wrong. Is Kushi or Kushbu an empath too? If yes, who? Okay. Yes to both, but higher kind of uh, empathy, I suppose, like a higher level in Kushi. Correct me if I pronounce names wrong as well, guys. I'm sorry. Aries, when do you see me actually getting married to my guy? 2027. Miss Venus, out of curiosity, what does Omar think that I feel about him? What does Omar think that I feel about him? Okay. He thinks that there's some resentment and feeling a bit let down. Yeah. Sorry, my voice doesn't come out properly then. Lalima says, how do you see possibility and outcome of career for me in Doctors Beyond Borders in future? If yes, what's the energy like? So I will look for, so by Beyond Borders, is this like in a different location, like beyond, countries and things like that? Sometimes I don't quite understand the way questions are worded, so I do really apologize. That's just me. Like I'm a little bit dozy. I'm a little bit silly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I could check. Like maybe you could check possibility of, yeah. I'm not sure how to like ask it. Sorry, just bear with me one moment. Um, Pooja, what are my psychic gifts? Psychic gifts. Okay, so psychic, being psychic is connecting with people's energy. A lot of the time, people's energy of things, and kind of fortune telling in a sense. Like being psychic is kind of like you have psychic energy, which is sometimes picking up things about people in the present. So you may not know someone, but you know something about them because you have like the psychic gift. So you know something about them before they tell you. But a lot of the time it's seeing into the future, knowing things about the future. Of course, it can come in the form of clairaudience, claircognizance, and things like that. But you do also have like mediumship and the whole like spiritual spirit connection side. So we have like the mediumship side and we have the psychic side. So sometimes people ask spiritual gifts because you might have like the spirit side as well, so the mediumship side. But I will ask psychic gifts. So honing more in on psychic, but just to kind of reiterate, just in case anyone doesn't know, or anyone like is a bit confused about like where the lines are. Some psychics, and because a lot of the time the term psychic medium is like kind of thrown around, which is fine because people can be both. People can be psychic and medium, but they're kind of different energies. So psychic energy is reading people's energies, reading you could even say in a sense accessing Akashic records because you can see future possibilities. But mediumship is the spirit side, so connecting with spirits, whether that's past over loved ones, spirit guides, anything like that. Spirit connection is just in case anyone doesn't know, or just in case, because sometimes people say like spiritual gifts. But yes, I will check psychic gifts, but I just wanted to let people know, and that's not to say that Pooja doesn't know that, but I'm just saying I just want to make sure people do know that there's a bit of a difference there. But I will ask psychic gifts, yes. Claircognizance is coming up strongest, but there is a kind of possibility of clairvoyance as well. Um, yeah, so you can have claircognizance is just a knowing, so that is a very psychic kind of gift. And very like intuitive and empathetic kind of people do have that. But with clairvoyance, you can have clairvoyance because it's like a being able to see things. So like seeing in your mind's eye sometimes. You can have that with spirit. So you can have spirit putting like giving images to you. So if you're connected to spirit, it can be spirit giving you those images, but it can be a psychic energy as well. So yeah, it can get confusing because like clairaudience as well. Some people with clairaudience, it's because spirits are communicating with them. Sometimes it's that the messages, the psychic messages that they receive, just happen to come in auditory kind of form. Um, so yeah, I think that it's a bit confusing, but yeah, that's what's coming through for you. Claircognizance people, it's very good for claircognizance people to do divination practices, and because you will be very intuitive with what's coming through and kind of know, what's coming through. Um, Lilium says, why is VJ calling up and speaking to women? What are his intentions? Okay. Okay. So there doesn't seem to be much of like a kind of plan with these people, but there is like a flirting, hoping, desires kind of energy coming up. So it's yeah, a bit of like kind of a flirty um um I don't necessarily say romantic, but a flirty kind of energy coming up there. Um, so Miss Venus says, for the work opportunity you see coming, last time you had said May/June. What does it look like I'm doing, and how does it present itself in my life? Okay. Okay. So it presents itself in your life. It's very much a kind of you going for it, you kind of, pushing for it, yeah, going for it, but it does look very um um so I don't know if admin based is the right kind of word to say, but yes, like on computer, on um yeah, it seems to be I think admin type role is a suitable kind of um word for it. So you brought up before like working remotely. It could be working remotely, but I just see that it's a lot less kind of person. A lot of people, and it's more kind of technology kind of um not focused because it's not like working in tech, but you know what I mean. I think. Eri says, are there any spirit guides or ancestors or any of my angels that are currently assisting Me with my relationship progression and requests, such as manifestations as well. If so, who is assisting lately? Okay. Yes. An angel specifically, an angel coming through, and this is a female angel who's coming through. Aries, have I been accomplishing any new tasks in the astral realm where when I meet with my guy or other people? If so, what are the accomplishments? Okay. Yeah, so the strongest thing coming through at the moment is focusing on Earth's portals and Earth's portal energy and really working with that, trying to kind of tune it and bring it back to how it used to be, which is like a major focus for a lot of us and a lot of even our star families as well, because they want to more easily come in and connect with us. And very specifically as well, Göbekli Tepe is coming up here, so you have been there, Ashley. Which is nice. I would love to go there physically. So like sometimes you go somewhere, Ashley, and you just think, you know, it's amazing, it's lovely, but I would love to have like that opportunity to go there physically as well. Um, Although astral experiences, you know, I know sometimes we have astral experiences and we, for some reason or another, don't remember them, whether it's our kind of brain or it's our a reason for it. Sometimes there's a reason for it. You're not supposed to know what you've gone and done. If it's like a kind of mission, you know, some secretive kind of energy. But sometimes the astral realm and astral travel can be so real, like so much more real than like this, you know. And it's strange because you can kind of tell a lot of the time that you don't really have a form, but there's such a realness to it. It's the only way I can put it. It's so strange. And this is why I say to people, if you want to astral project, imagine yourself doing it, because imagining yourself doing it and feeling yourself doing it, you will definitely notice the difference when you achieve it. Some people don't want to imagine it because they feel like, will I just imagine myself doing it and think I'm doing it? No, you will definitely know the difference. Jan says a love card. Okay. Oh, I picked up two. Must be both meant for you. Just try to face them like away from the light. So we have look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realise. And we have spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime, which is very twin flame or karmic relationship energy. Spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime, and look to your inner strength. So your inner strength. Sometimes we do need to be strong. Sometimes we do need to, you know, focus on ourselves as well. So going inward, focusing on yourself, focusing on the solar plexus when we get strength as well, inner strength. Really, you know, going within, looking after yourself, because sometimes you can worry a lot. You know, worry, have stresses, and focusing on yourself is needed. You really do need to focus on yourself and keep that solar plexus strong and vibrant. Keep your root strong and vibrant. Be very self-care is really coming through, you know. Give yourself self-care. Lilima says, whatever Julie said to be the purpose of everything happening to me and around, is it true? No. Miss Venus, yes, crystals are a nice gift to receive, and it's honestly so sweet that you're taking the time to make them for us. Such a loving gesture. Yeah, and I keep saying making them, and I'm like, I'm not really making them, I'm just kind of like sanding them down. But yeah, I keep saying that as well. But yeah, I'm really happy to do it, and I'm really grateful to like observe the process because, as many of you know, the rock tumbler was a gift, so I didn't really think of even getting one for myself. I'm actually guided to a few of my own raw crystals that I have to tumble them and give them to you guys because crystals serve a purpose for you, and when they have served that, and this goes for a lot of things as well, especially things you're using spiritually, like spiritual amulets and things like that, they serve a purpose for you, and sometimes that purpose finishes, and it's always nice to give that as a gift to someone when that purpose finishes for you. And I have many crystals that have rarely served their purpose with me. But yes, speaking of making crystals though, I do have one of those crystal growing kits. I know they're for like children, but I I've never done it before. I don't know if it makes like a. I don't actually know. I know some crystals are man-made, like that one that's like. It's like titanium. No, it's not rhodonite. It always looks like steps, and it's like that very aura color. You know, it's like rainbow. It's I think it's called titanium something. But yeah, I've never kind of really opened that. That was a gift as well. People always buy me crystal based gifts for some reason. Who knows? And I've never done that crystal growing. So I might do that, and I might. But I think for things like that, what would be great is like a time lapse camera. You know, actually seeing the process in like a time lapse. I think is it called a time lapse camera or a. I think it is called time lapse camera. Yeah, I think it is. I think that would be really nice for growing crystals, and also flowering angel trumpet. I really want to get a time lapse of my angel trumpet who's singing to us right now. Opening, you know, blossoming when it's time again, because she's hibernating at the moment, but when it's time again, I really want to get a time lapse of that. And Lalima says, I love the crystal necklace. The crystal jar necklace. Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad that you loved it. I hope that you know, intuitively feel when to wear it and things like that, and hang it somewhere nice, and when you do feel like you really need that energy, give it a little shake. Jan Acacia card. Okay. The Muse. So the Muse is it's that creative energy, sacral energy, which is nice because sacral energy also is about our romantic connection or intimate connection. With the sacral we have creative and we have intimate. So the Muse. The Muse is about finding new inspiration. So it's all about finding new inspiration. So sometimes it draws us to like a new hobby, a new venture, a new project, a new work opportunity, something like that. Or sometimes it's about rekindling, you know, an old something that sometimes we have like those hobbies and we, you know, at one time we did them like all the time, and then we kind of forget about it and put it on the back burner. Sometimes we can be rekindling, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's something brand new. It can inspire you to do something that you used to do again, but it's very much about inspiration, this card. So sometimes it does guide you to go to like a new part of Mother Earth, do a bit of grounding, you know, whether that's, if you can, putting your feet in the ground, but if it's very cold, you know, touching plants, things like that, in a new part of the earth. And that doesn't have to be a holiday, you know, it doesn't have to be somewhere really far. It can be just like a part of your town, city, whatever it is that you haven't been yet, you know, a park you haven't been to yet or something like that, and just touching a few of the trees, things like that, hugging some trees. It does really call us to do that, but it does really speak to rekindling of old hobby, old something, but getting a new inspiration, getting inspiration that guides you to something new. So expect to be inspired to do something soon that will very much have creative energy involved in it. Miss Venus says, I empathise with your situation a lot, Jan. I know what it's like, and yes, like Venus said, it's not unusual that twin flame connections are super rocky and difficult and not adhering to any timelines. Yeah, it's the connection that I see this with, you know. Soulmates, when I see soulmates and I focus on that, I work with them, it's like so smooth and so easy. So it's unfortunate, but the twin flame connection, for the lows that it has, when that time comes that there are highs, they are really, really strong and amazing. Oh, love, light and blessings, Jan. Jasmine says, Phil texted me in a dream recently. Is it precognitive for an actual dream or just what he's thinking, or is he actually communicating with me in the dream? He's asking me if I was still with you know who. Yes, it's fully because this is what he's been thinking about doing. So it is him connecting with you. It may be precognitive, so it's really there's a lot of thought around doing that. So it may be precognitive if he goes ahead with it. But yes, it's spiritual connection. You're picking up on what is in his mind, basically. So Miss Venus says, Jan, don't cry. Lovely, remember this journey is always about you. Yes. If it's meant to be, it will. Just trust and let it be your focus on strengthening yourself in the meantime. And then I will correct myself. Do cry if you need to. Crying is really healing, releases toxins, an emotional energy, you know. Crying is very healing, but I would say message me, because I understand the difficulty of what you're going through, but I don't really understand what have said that is. Have I said something that's making you cry? Pooja Akashik. So we have birth, and what this actually means is rebirth. So the rebirth card, this is about a whole new beginning. So it can be in any area. It can be in love life. It can be in work life. It can be in spiritual life. It can be in a home. Moving home. But there's a rebirth. There's a big kind of reevaluating of things, and like a big refreshed, renewed energy coming to some area in your life, and sometimes more than one area as well. So don't worry if you are feeling a shift, but with the rebirth, it's very positive. So it's a positive kind of feeling. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, not the ashes. It's the phoenix rising. So it's quite positive energy. Hi Marie, if you're still here. Yeah, and I really appreciate it as well. So I feel bad when I'm reading out like people's like issues, so I'm sorry about that. But I do appreciate people giving giving nice messages to Jan here. Love card. Oh, love card from Marie. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. So, trusting your faith in the situation is, of course, about your love situation, about your love path. Trusting that, having faith, that things can still turn out for you. But the butterflies are important in this card. So, butterflies, transformation. There's a transformation happening. It could be within yourself, it could be within the connection, or it could be within the person. But so that's the reason why things aren't exactly where they are right now, because of this transformation. So having faith, we have to have faith and patience through transformative times, because the transformation is not the end goal, basically. So you may feel that the transformation is within yourself, you may feel that's within the connection, or you may feel that's within the partner. But yes, there's a transformation occurring, and that is why you are not fully where you want to be yet. And a card of my choice, I'm going to go with Shaman's Dream, because I'm really trying to, I feel very connected, but I'm really trying to, keep up connection with these very newly connected. There we go. So repairing the veil, forgiveness. Okay, so repairing the veil and forgiveness, we have another butterfly here as well, so very, very interesting symbolism there. That's connecting with the other one there. Repairing the veil and forgiveness as well. So the veil is being repaired, and there's a forgiveness energy. So it could be someone wanting forgiveness for you. Excuse me. Someone wanting forgiveness from you, or someone apologising to you. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Lalima. Do what I will do. So we have 30 minutes. So I'm just going to. I'll probably do like a. Who is still with us? So please do put a butterfly if you're still with us. And with the butterfly, maybe your most important question. If you are still here and you're someone I have not read for yet, I will do a couple of your questions. So, so if I haven't read for you yet, do a butterfly and, all of your questions. But if I have been reading for you quite a bit, perhaps a butterfly and your most pressing question that you have left. Lalima says, which clair ability is highest for you at this time? For me, which can I develop the best? Okay. claircognizance and clairvoyance. And I can't see on here, but I can see there that there is a super chat or something. Please can you tell me the future of my love life? So I'm not doing full readings here, but I will pull your love card and maybe check yeah, what is like the, so I'll pull your love card, but what is your kind of maybe most pressing question about your love life? So you could ask like the time frame for the POI to come in, or you know, something like that. You know, like a specific kind of question, because I don't do full readings on stream. It's kind of like a specific question. You can ask more than one because I haven't read for you at all on the stream. So you're very welcome to ask more than one question. But yes, so it's not really specific. It's not really full readings where I could go on for half an hour per person, but specific questions. But you can ask more than one. I haven't read for you at all on the stream, so you're very welcome to put more than one question. But I will, at the moment, I'll pull you a love card while perhaps you maybe think of your question or something like that. Okay, so we have true love. This love is a once in a lifetime love. So you either know the true love already, or they are coming in your current chapter. So the current chapter is a 3-month period. You may have just stepped into your current chapter, or you may have been in your current chapter for a while. So if you've only just stepped into your current chapter, then the true love may come in, you know, within the 3-month period. But if you're like in the middle of your current chapter, they'll be coming in within a month and a half. So it does depend on where you are in the current chapter, but around a 3-month time frame is when this true love will make themselves known, come into your life, or come back to you. So yeah, it can be either of those. Pragati, are you still here? You're very welcome to ask some more questions. And welcome. Please do continue to join us. Continue to join the streams. There will be a non-members crystal ball very soon as well. So of course you guys members are very welcome to join those too. And in the next one, so I'm going to plan one like as soon as I can, and do the emoji process, the emoji you know, suggestion. Okay, so I think we do have a few people putting their butterflies in. I'm going to scroll slowly. Excuse me. Watch Geeks, he's still here? We only have 7 people in now. Okay, we have like hardly anyone in. Well, that's okay. I was planning to be on here for another 20 minutes. If you don't have butterfly option, you can copy and paste or just type butterfly. You know, as long as you're messaging after I've asked that and after other people have done butterflies, I will know you are still here. So thank you very much. And Watch Geeks, so your one of your guides was here. So I did know you were here. I knew I was really far away from your questions. So I did see your question here. Saw your Facebook message about prominences for POI to contact. Wondering if you see contact being inevitable still, even if it takes longer. Also, any advice or advice card about the connection with her. So, first of all, yes, I do see it being inevitable because I have seen it being inevitable before. I will recheck just in case, you know, things do change, we know that. Yes, that comes as yes still at this moment. So I will do I will do one of each card, actually. You're hardly ever on stream, so let's do one of each. Okay. The Oracle of Delphi. So I actually don't feel that this card is for you. I'm going to pull a different one. Because when I get that feeling, I get that feeling. So I'm really sorry. Interesting. Okay. Uriel and the Sphinx. Okay. So this card is about your... That's so interesting, actually. About your angels. Kind of guiding you, helping you on the path and everything like that. But it's also kind of so your angels and your guides are with you and they're guiding you and they are. So, you know, if you're asking for them or if you're feeling like you don't feel them or you don't know if they're there, you know, if you're having doubts about your spiritual path, your spiritual, or how much your guides are helping you, it's like a message that they are there. But it's also a message that they are sending you healing energy, specifically for emotions. So for anything emotional, sending you healing for things that are emotional. And also sometimes we do get in this card the possibility of trips, journeys, like physical trips and journeys coming up as well. Just like kind of as a side note as well. But yes, very much about the emotional side of things. Your guides, connecting with you and channeling to you, you know, healing energy and things, on a very emotional level. Yeah, on a very emotional level, more so than, you know, maybe if you don't feel that you're connecting spiritually with them a lot, it can be due to that as well. They're working on the heart chakra, focusing on your desires and your emotions. And a love card here. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognise what this is all about. So there's more going on than meets the eye. Sometimes we have this message with divine timing, or you needing to heal a certain thing, or the POI needing to heal a certain thing before things come together, basically. So there's more going on than meets the eye. Another thing with time frames, why we do talk about them so much here. Sometimes there is a kind of expectation that a certain healing or a certain journey or a certain lesson will be learned by a certain time, and that's when reconciliation can happen. Now, when that lesson or that, that thing doesn't happen by that certain time, timelines can shift. So sometimes that, like I'd say, is more going on than meets the eye. Welcome, Pragati, welcome. Pragati, am I pronouncing your name right? So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Please correct me. I know we've connected, but we've only connected through messages. So I'm not really sure on pronunciation, and I don't like to. I think it's disrespectful to pronounce people's names wrong. I like to be corrected if I'm pronouncing wrong. But welcome to the Secret Frequencies community here on YouTube. And yeah, I know, I'm really grateful for you to come and join. Just discovered how to join chat. Welcome. I'll check now if you asked your... Oh, one more card for Watch Geeks, and then I'll check if you ask more questions. On the love life or anything else that you want. Welcome! They're a bit difficult to see, those ones. Horseman. Herald of Change. So, yeah, interesting. Change is coming. Change is coming. Totem animal of the horse as well. So, totem animal of the horse, what kind of observations or lessons would you feel like from the horse? We have a lot of things. Strength, speed as well. So that's interesting because like when I connect with or feel the totem animal of the horse, I'm always feeling like speed. So this could be a quick and sudden change. But do also think about, the other kind of energies that you could take from the horse totem, like strength or like so a horse is often a mode of transport. So it's all about like momentum. So like I'm saying, speed. It's all about momentum. It's all about movement. It's all about carrying something as well. Is the horse totem carrying you somewhere, or are you taking on the energy of the horse? Are you carrying something? Do you have something weighing on you that you're carrying that perhaps you need to release as well? So do think about that, because when we connect with the totem animals, it can be they can be channeling their energy and their strength to us, or we can actually be like embodying them. So when we embody them, if there is anything positive, we can embody that, but if there's anything negative, it may be telling us what to release, basically. So let's just see what we have here. So Pragati, you did come in at the end of the stream. I'm going to do all of your questions, but what we do streams very regularly. Sometimes they're scheduled on the homepage, sometimes they aren't, but we do crystal ball streams very regularly. We ask specific questions for the crystal ball, or we ask for tarot cards. Today we have Akashic. So we have Akashic Tarot. We have Angel. No, sorry. Love. The love cards. I don't know why I said Angel. And Shaman's Dream. We have the Shaman's Dream as well. Cards there. So you can ask for one card, one specific card. You can ask for many cards, it's up to you, and specific questions for the crystal ball as well. So So yeah, that's how the crystal ball streams work, and we do we try to do one a week of a public one, so a public one where all subscribers and anyone who isn't subscribers can also come in. But members only, we do at least one a month of members only, trying to do two a month of members only. But members also get other streams, so channeling is one that we do very regularly, where you can channel your POI or you can channel your spirit guide or something like that. But there are a lot of members only streams, so you can join on any stream you wish to, whether it's members only or not. So let's see what we have after the butterflies. Oh. Didn't know why I was pushed down there. Jan says, will soon get the hint that Cajun doesn't like her and stop her advances like flirting and expecting GF treatment from him? Or does Cajun actually want to take romantic action with her? Okay. So it does really look like this connection will fizzle out and not really amount to anything. But there is some consideration, in his mind. There has been consideration, and it is sometimes consideration about a romantic connection together. Or, what this is. Miss Venus is leaving my current job and applying to family health centres of San Diego until the other opportunity presents itself in my highest good financially and emotionally. No. Jasmine, I just found out Phil is married, so yesterday I had a dream. His wife was angry and she texted me. Does she physically know about me? And if so, have they spoken about it, or does she know Ashley? That's very interesting because I thought that you knew that he was married. I thought that you had told me that he was married and that you knew. So that's really interesting to read. But yeah, we'll do that question. So, does she physically know about me? And if so, have they spoken about it? Or does she know Ashley? No, she doesn't know. Miss Venus says, I knew it was his guide. You're so intuitive. You felt it too. I love this. And guys, on next, so I know I'm really sorry I moved the intuition stream, but and Watch Geeks was very, very sweet and asked me if I was okay for moving the stream, and yeah, that's really nice, when you guys recognise that maybe I may be stressed or something like that, because actually didn't have anything like huge going on, but I did have like a little something that was pressing on me a little bit. So yeah, I really appreciate the concern and the questions, and your intuitive knowledge that something wasn't perfect at that time. Watch Geeks as well, if she's missing me and thinking about me. Yes. And Watch Geeks says, doesn't surprise me if my guide was there. Been having lucid dreams, and yesterday was a really good angel number day. Angel number day. Yeah, me and Leon had an angel number day, I think 2 days ago. Watch Geek says, hoping to join more streams. Work's been busy lately and it's always good to see you guys. Have been feeling guided lately. Yes, I'm more in my own energy. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, I love seeing you guys, You know, people who don't join in all the time, I always kind of miss you guys being on stream. So, really nice to see you, and do hope you can. And I always say it. I know. I always say it, but I am going to play around with different times, and try to do. What I'm really trying to get in is kind of like a 12 p.m. Yeah, noon GMT stream in, you know, around that time, like 11, 12, 1, because I don't really do that time, and I think that that might work for some people. And you know, I know my streams can be difficult for people of different time zones, and when I'm trying to piece it together to make it suitable for everyone, um, you know, I will sacrifice my own time zone, so I'll do like 2 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever, but then people who are from the UK as well won't do them. So yeah, it's really difficult. So, but yeah, try my best to be very varied in the streams and times as much as I can. Um, yeah. So with specific questions, that's perfect. So anything you can tell me. We are not sure if it's a past person or a new person. The spells have not shown any progress yet. The X seems to not to have changed. Can you tell me any more specifics? We are not sure if it's a past or a new, or the new person. So, is this person coming in this current chapter, going to be a past or a new person? Okay. Okay, so in this current chapter, there's going to be a new kind of love interest, someone who has interest in you, in this current chapter. But then there is also a past, someone from the past coming in as well. But there's a new person coming in first. So a new person comes in first, and this does seem like around 2 to 3 months. So it does seem. Wait, hold on. Two months. Yeah. So there's a new person coming in within 2 months. Um, and someone from the past coming in shortly after. So shortly after that. Yeah. 2 months is what's coming through there. Yeah, so I will also do, Pagati, please do correct me if I'm pronouncing wrong. So I did a love card, so let's do a Keisha and Shaman stream. So we have the Ark of the Covenant, okay? So this is, it's an interesting card because we do have that there is something kind of secretive, something secretive, something being hidden, concealed, something secretive, something being hidden or concealed that's going to come out. So something, something hidden that's going to come out. But there's also a message in this card to be very aware in terms of like legal things. So anything legal, signing documents, making big purchases, anything, where you may sign a contract, anything like that. There's a positive message in legal things, yeah, there's a positive message in legal proceedings. So there can be justice served in a legal sense, but there's a mindfulness in signing. So there's a mindfulness in signing things, a mindfulness in big purchases, and a mindfulness in things like that. But in a legal sense, so if there is anything, any legalities, anything that, if you're going through anything that's legal based, it's a positive message for that. But something secretive, something beneath the surface, coming to the surface, a secret being shared with you, or something coming out, something coming to the surface. So then we have Shame and Stream as well, and there is Sky Dancers, Surrender. So, period of transformation, as we see with our butterfly and our winged creatures. Period of transformation, and especially as we see with our sun as well, spiritual progression. So if you're taking time in your spiritual life, spiritual path, there will be enlightenment. And of course you do have to take the time in the spiritual path, but if you do, there will be spiritual enlightenment. But there is a big transformation, big change happening for you, but you are being asked to surrender. So when you're being asked to surrender, it can be things like taking a step back from too much focus on something. So it doesn't mean give up on like your hopes, your dreams and all that, and manifestations, anything like that. It doesn't mean give up, but it just means take a step back and allow the universe to kind of take its hold. So what I always say is we go through these different phases. We go through these different phases at different times in our life, and sometimes we are in the phase of manifest. So we that's where we need to be proactive. If you're a spellcaster yourself, cast spells. If you want to commission a spellcaster, commission a spellcaster. If you want to manifest yourself, do affirmations, prayers, everything like that. Or apply for jobs. Communicate with people, connect with people. That's the proactive time, the time where you're being proactive. And then there's a time where you step back and you let the universe carry you. You let the universe do its thing and you go with the flow of the universe. We go through different phases. You're currently in, it's a transformative time, but it's a time where the universe is going to carry you. The universe is going to take you to where you need to be. So we do go through those different phases, and that's your current phase. You're welcome to those things, thank you. Jasmine says it was an assumption, but not a full confirmation. So I was just saying he was. I saw some things online that confirmed it. Oh, okay. Okay. Jan says she'll message me, so yeah, that's fine. Always welcome to message me. Through Facebook or email or whatever you wish. Okay, so Pragati says, are we not sure which one I will choose, past or new person? Okay, so I can see what's the most prominent path, but what I also do say, so we have things in our life that are predetermined. So your birth, maybe your first love, maybe your first child, or all your children, your death even perhaps. We have moments of our life that are predetermined, but so think of them as like kind of, if I do like dots across the screen, they're your predetermined events that will happen in your life, but how you get to them, so you could go in a straight line, from dot to dot to dot to dot, you could just go in a straight line, or you could do this. As long as you're getting to those predetermined events, all of your free will is your free will. So Sometimes the choice is just yours and you do it when you come to it. So not everything is predetermined. So this is why, as well, when you join the crystal balls as well, you will notice that I do percentages quite a lot. What's the most prominent thing? What's the least prominent thing? And things like that. Because for things that are not predetermined, they can change with energies, with emotions, with spiritual changes. So, but yes, let's see which one you will most likely choose in the current energies, the new person or the past person. Okay. The past person. When you say, are you asking me to have faith in my ex, do you mean like the reading from the card? Jasmine, so we are so connected, I'm picking up on his thoughts in the astral realm. Is that what you're explaining? Yes, yes. I'm so sorry to hear that you are feeling lonely. Yeah, I'm so sorry to read that. I really want us all to focus on, like, everything we want, all of our desires, reaching all of our desires, and not having any of those negative, emotions. Feeling lonely, feeling lack in any way, lack of company, lack of abundance, lack of whatever it may be, lack of spiritual sense, So that is kind of another thing that we focus on. We do live spells as well. So I will just go over, I should be finished now. So I will just go over the upcoming streams and talk a little bit about, some things we have planned that aren't scheduled yet, but are kind of planned, if that makes sense. So let me just get it up here. Okay, let me just get it up here. Yeah, if you've lost faith in something, then it is a good idea to disconnect. And just because the current energy show that you will most likely choose the old person that comes in, when we meet someone new, so if you meet someone new and then the old person comes in like too soon, you may not be willing to give the new person a chance, because the old person, it's familiar, you know them, you have feelings. So when it's very close like that, it can be difficult, and you can make that decision. But you, again, unless it's a predetermined event, you will have free will with that. So yeah. What do you want? Do you want to focus on that? Or do you want to manifest something new, something fresh, something new, yeah. So, okay, so we have the third eye meditation. So I'm just going to go over what's coming up, guys, for those of you left. I think I have 9 people in. So we have the third eye meditation, which is tomorrow. So I won't say the times because we're all on different time zones. So do check on the upcoming streams, which should be on the homepage, to see when the time is for you. But we have the third eye meditation where we do intuition tests. So what we're actually going to do on this one tomorrow is it's going to not only have those usual intuition tests that we do, where we're guessing which crystal, or I say guess, but it's intuitive feelings. But where I hold up the card and then you guys intuitively feel which number's on it and I turn it around. We will still be doing some of those tests, but the meditation, instead of just having third eye meditation with third eye frequencies, we're going to do an actual, I'm going to go through an actual guided meditation with you guys, where you can intuitively you can intuitively visualize someone's intentions towards you. So you can, when you practice this guided meditation that I'm going to show you, you can learn people's intentions towards you. So their intentions, their feelings towards you, and things like that. So I will show you guys that meditation tomorrow. I will go over it, and we will do it together. We'll do it together, and we will discuss it in the chat. So yeah, it's because I want you guys to heighten your intuition, but also want to give you ways that you can do it in a practical way. So when we do like the crystals, and then we do the numbers, and we do the chimes, the elements, it's really good because you're practicing, you're working that sense. When you work on that sense, it heightens. But I do want to start to give you guys ways to implement, the abilities that you're heightening in real life, So in real life, intuitively knowing a number might not be, unless it's a lottery number, might not be, ideal. So we want to know things like people's intentions towards us, anything else. I will have new things for further streams, but in tomorrow's stream, it is going to be people's intentions towards you. And I'll probably keep that meditation for a few streams, just to see, because like I said, we'll be doing them at different times in the day, so different people can join. So we will repeat that meditation for a few times, but then we will move on to something different after that. So you're all members in here. So members only channeling will be on the 26th. In my time, it's 5 p.m. GMT. If you're on a different time zone, do check that on the homepage to see what time it is for you. So we have channeling. So you can choose soulmate. You can choose a POI, so a specific person, a soulmate, twin flame, or future spouse. So it can be love based, or the specific person doesn't have to be love based. But that's what you guys do tend to like to choose. Or you can choose a spirit guide. So for the stream on the 26th, you choose between them, and then, you can choose between them. And then on the, I think we chose the 30th, we will be doing, did we choose the 30th? We'll be I'm not 100%, I think we chose the 30th. We'll be doing the other one. So if you want a POI and a soulmate channeling, you can have it. We're going to do 2 streams there. But that's not quite planned in yet, scheduled in, but there will be 2. So the only other scheduled one is that we have the spell for self-love spell, and that is on the 13th of February, and that is because the 13th of February is self-love day. It's like self-worth day or something. It's like international, I don't know, day. And I suppose it's because it's the day before Valentine's Day, isn't it? So yeah, on that time, just check for you, because different time zones, it might be a different day maybe for you. But it'll be a spell for self-love, but it's actually going to include Reiki. So the spells I've done so far, I don't think I've included Reiki yet. So we've done sigils, we've done spell jar. No, we haven't done spell jars. I've demonstrated the spell jar, but we haven't done them. We've done sigils, and we've done the love spell, the ribbon tie love spell, the candle and ribbon love spell. This spell is going to be very Reiki based, so it's going to be very energy work based. And we do have the sweetening spell that we're going to do soon, and that will be my first jar spell that I do. I'm not just demonstrating the jar spell. The jar will actually be your spell. So yeah, we're going to be doing that soon. Let me just check you guys messages here. But we haven't, so some things that are coming up that we haven't chosen yet. So first of all, planned like a date for, I mean. So first of all, these crystal ball streams I'm going to do weekly as much as possible. And 2 members ones a month. So of course you can join the regular ones and also join the member ones as well. On the next public one, we will test out the emoji technique. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So that will be, the next public one is going to be in less than a week. So it'll be in around a week's time. Crystal ball stream again. I know you guys love that one. On Sunday between the 31st and the 2nd of February, we will have a thank you, Sid. Yes, I will get to your question. Please bear with me 1 second while I just finish this thought. So, on the between the 31st and the 2nd, we'll be doing our Imbolc meditation ceremony kind of thing. So I will be doing a meditation for welcoming in the light, because the Imbolc is in between the what are they called? You know, the longest day of the year. What's it called? Welcoming in the light. Between the, why can't I think of that word? But so I've written a whole article about it when my brain isn't so scattered. So I will be explaining about Imbolc. I will be explaining some some things that you can do for it, some purposes for it, origins, things like that. Saint Bridget is the goddess of the festival, the festival, or I'll call it a festival because sometimes it is a festival. So Sabbath, I think I could call it. We'll be doing a meditation or kind of a prayer type meditation to her, and I will explain a little bit about like her, like why people might be drawn to work with her and things like that. And I'll also be demonstrating how to make a St. Bridget's cross. So you can make a Bridget's cross, and I will show you. If you saw my short where I was pulling some leaves off the palm tree, we cut down our palm tree quite recently, and then it snowed. There was a little snow on the palm tree, but what I've done is I've pulled off some nice leaves and I've dried them out, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a St. Bridget's cross from just some, you can use any kind of dried like plant kind of thing, but I'll be using palm leaves, and I'll just show you guys how to do that. So I'll tell you about it. I will demonstrate making the cross, hopefully, if the palm leaves are okay. And we will do like a meditation kind of thing, to welcome it in as our like celebration for it. So I really hope that you guys can join me for it, because I think it'll be really nice. The ceremony, the time of Imbolc is usually between the 31st and the 2nd anyway, so whichever date you guys choose, because there's a poll on the community tab. If you go to the community tab, whichever one is most popular with you guys will be chosen. And yeah, so we're going to do that. And rune readings. So on the Imbolc stream, I will be also doing rune readings at the end. So please do join for the meditation. Please do join for learning a bit about it. And for those of you who do join and stay with me, I will be doing rune readings as well. So if you want a rune reading, please do join that stream. Miss Venus says, I'll be present for tomorrow's stream. I'll be present for tomorrow's stream next time. She'll be present for the intuition stream next time. Jasmine, will this help with speeding up how fast we receive messages? My problem is I ask questions and won't get an answer until days later. Yes, so heightening intuition. So I always try to say, and I always try to, I know for those of you who are like regulars, you may hear me repeat things quite a lot, but when you practice anything that's contained within like a chakra, so for example the third eye, if we're working on intuition in the third eye, and you also have psychic abilities and other abilities, other spiritual abilities in your third eye, working on enhancing anything that is contained within the third eye helps all of the other things as well. So that's why I always say, don't discount imagination, and don't feel like imagination is bad, because imagination is within the third eye. So when we practice our imagination, we actually do enhance, or we can enhance, our spiritual abilities as well. So sorry, Sid, I will get to you. I'll open some of my spirits low in energy. Let me check. No. This comes as no. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, Pragati says you're always kind and very polite. Yeah, you're very welcome, and you're very welcome to join on any of the streams that you wish. There will be more scheduled soon, so I will schedule February's streams out soon. The sweetening jar spell will be scheduled soon. If you want to be on that one, please do find the community tab post, because I'm going to have official posts where I will get my list from. So if you like email me or Facebook message me, I might forget to put you on the list. So so please do try to comment on the community tab posts. If I will try my best, if you Facebook me or email me, of course, to put you on the list. I will try my best. But sometimes I do forget. I'm a bit dozy, to be honest with you. So what else do we have coming up? So so I will schedule. So rune reading for Imbolc, sweetening spell we have, third eye and tarot lessons are going to be ongoing. Third eye and tarot lessons are going to be every 2 weeks. Crystal ball, I'm going to try to do it weekly. It will at least be weekly for you guys, because it will at least be maybe 2 or 3 for the general public, and then 2 for you guys. Anything else to mention? Jan says, should I message on Discord or something instead? You can message me wherever you wish to message me, to be honest. Yeah, you can message me wherever you wish. Yeah, Sid, I do believe that you had interference, absolutely. So yeah, let me just check before I go. I think a lot of members are coming to 3 months, so I really need to work on these members packages. I have some ideas. I really need to work on those packages. Let's see. Oh yes, so I should have mentioned the Discord earlier. So I now have Discord. It can be integrated with YouTube. So if you there's a how to, or in my short, if you go to my shorts and you just go to, let's see which one it is now. It is the 6th. So if you go to my shorts and you see, if you go from the latest to the 6th one, that explains, if you're not sure about Discord, how to get to my, how to integrate your YouTube, it explains. Because when you do that, there'll be specific chats for root chakra, heart chakra, and crown chakra. We do have Miss Venus in the heart chakra already, and she's the only one. But there's a general chat as well, which is for everyone, and there's a link for that. So if you are just a subscriber, even if you're just a Facebook person, if you're, if you know me from anywhere else, YouTube or not, you can be in the Discord server. Just let us know who you are when you join. Someone's joined and I'm not sure who they are, because I don't recall their name, so I'm not like connecting with the energy because I'm not recalling the name. But yes, if you want the Discord link or you want any help with joining Discord, please do message me. I would like you all to be on there if you want to join in with chats. So it's not just for the video call, it's just for chats as well. We'll have general chats in there. But the video call is on the 27th of this month. So if you are someone who is wanting to be on the video call, it's going to be on Discord. So please do get Discord and join me on there. The video chats are going to be, so we will have themes for the video chats. I'll have themes for the video chats. I will have different like kind of topics, but they'll be broad or rough, so we can have topics and things that we can fall back on. But if someone goes off on a tangent, if someone has anything they want to say, I'm happy for that. You know, I'm happy for you guys to take the lead. I'm happy for you guys to share your experiences or stories or anything like that. So the video calls will be a little bit relaxed, but they will also have something that we can fall back on. And you're welcome to have your camera on or off as well. So yeah, feel free to join in even if you don't want to have a camera on. The Discord link at the moment is, let me check. So if you go to my community tab, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 6th post down. It's on there. Yeah, if you go to my community tab, it's the 6th post down. If you can't, let me see if I can copy and paste it into the chat without going out. Wait. It took me out. Let me see. I'll just copy and paste it. Okay, so for anyone wanting to discuss work that I'm doing with you guys, please do message me privately about that, because I want to focus more when I check on things than just a quick. So crystal ball, I always say the crystal ball is quick fire questions that I can answer quickly. But I'm very happy to discuss, you know, any work or anything like that with you in inbox, whatever you connect with me. You know, if it's Facebook, if it's email, whatever it is. But that's, the Discord link is in the chat now. So if you don't already have it, if you aren't already connected, please do connect. If you wish to, you can join in chats. So there isn't a lot of chats going on at the moment because not a lot of us are in there yet. But that will be where the video call is. So if you do want to join on the video call is not me answering questions, by the way. The video call is a discussion. So it's just us talking about our own, you know, our own experiences, our own. I mean, you can ask me questions, but it's more of a discussion for the whole group. So yeah, I'm going to get off now because I do need to go. We need to eat. But thank you very much for joining. Love, light and blessings to each of you. I hope to see as many of you as you know can or want to be in the video chat, because I would love it. If you have suggestions for streams or suggestions for live spells, you're very welcome to ask for those as well. We have had suggestions for third party removal spells live, so we might do that because it does come up quite a lot, and some third parties can be stubborn and they can require a course of sessions. So yeah, clingy people who practice magic themselves, or people who have a very long past. So if there's a very long past, they can require a course as well. So doing upkeeping spells is really positive. So what we do, when we do a spell, we do it probably every 2 to 3 months. So we have love and money, we do mostly, but we're doing the sweetening spell and sweetening jar spell, and we're looking at other spells to do live as well. So spells, crystal ball, and yeah, just keep in touch. Cleansing ourselves, yes. So yes, so what I do always suggest, like I do give instructions and demonstrations on doing your own spell jars, your own things. You know, I talk through a lot of the time when I'm doing a spell, if you want to do it for yourself. And I cleanse myself and I cleanse the space that we're focusing on as our altar. But if you're doing any work yourself, please do cleanse yourself in your space as well. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, Miss Venus. Cleansing ourselves, every once a week. Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. That's a good suggestion, and that's another one where I could do energy work as well. So that's quite nice as well, because I'm looking forward to the self-love spell, because I'm going to like I do incorporate Reiki into spells quite often, but self-love is one of the ones that I rarely do. So yeah, I think that'll be nice. So join it if you can. But love, light and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you soon on other streams, and like I say, you're always very welcome to connect with me off stream through email, Facebook, or Discord now. But please do bear in mind that sometimes I am busy. I get booked up sometimes. I'm going to help Sarah give birth next week as well. So do bear in mind that I do get busy sometimes. But you are very... but I will always get back to you. So I don't ignore people. I just get delayed sometimes. So please do bear that in mind. Yeah, Jan, third party removal stream. I'll do a post about it, and if we get enough people, even like 8 to 10, I'm fine with that. We'll do that. And Miss Venus says, because these things we carry and don't release sometimes. Yes, if we don't cleanse enough, sometimes you don't realise that you have stagnant energy. You just think you have bad luck or something like that. You just think that I just have no energy because I'm getting older, or I just have bad luck, or if you think you just have no energy because you're getting older, you might have a stagnant energy or a block in your solar plexus. If you think you constantly have bad luck, you might have a block in your root chakra, or slow moving energy as well may not be a block yet. There are things that build up gradually, and as Miss Venus is saying here, they can become physical illness. And when we have a block in our throat and we don't clear it and it just builds and builds and builds, it can become respiratory issues. It can make respiratory things worse. So if you have like asthma or anything like that, yeah, and all sorts of things like that. So absolutely correct what Miss Venus is saying there. And when the stagnant energy gets into the minor chakras as well, the energy channels that link to organs and skin and all of that, then you are getting maybe spots, maybe, whatever else. So, yeah. So, love, light and blessings to each of you. Yeah, we'll set up some of those streams very soon. I hope to see you soon.